What's happening, HC Nation? Zach Edwards here on another Stump the Creator. Mason's at it again, so stay tuned. Okay, so I guess I have two. Which one do I want to start off with? I got two from Mason this week. Okay, it says, the first one. What if somehow takes all your cards? Whoa. What if somehow someone takes all your cards by revising Shakespeare over and over and over again? Okay, by reviving, sorry. That one was my fault. Okay, what if somehow someone takes all of your cards by, let's say, reviving Shakespeare over and over and over again? Mason, again, I wish you were there. Seeing all these Stump the Creators, and I think actually the tournament we talked about this too. You can only revive a person twice each game. So you can't revive and then revive and then revive and revive. The revives on any one card is twice. Actually, I think you can play it once and you can revive it once, and that's it. So like Amos Fortune. Done. Play it, revive it, done. No more for him. Okay. But yeah, so I can't call it a stump. Sorry, Mason. That's a good question, though. But we had already talked about this. Okay. And you can't be in every conversation, but yeah, this is one that we've discussed in the past. Okay. And that was actually on Amos Fortune. Okay, going on to the next one from Mason. And remember, Simeon's giving us at least 24, and he hasn't stumped me yet. He did get a gift for an honorable mention for one of his cards, though. So keep trying, please, Mason. You're great. Okay, the U.S. Coast Guard says that it can only be placed on a coastal land, but it stops water cards. My question is, what is a water card? That's a good question. Mason, good job. Okay, let's see, U.S. Coast Guard, that would be Army, or that would be military, that would be Army. I got U.S. Marines, U.S. Coast Guard. Where are your Coast Guard? Or are you a rare card that I still have not put you in here? It's not there. You know what's so cool about the Coast Guard card? Nope, he's over here. Coast Guard, boom, right there. No, I was wrong. So I think it was Operation Viscous. That does not sound right. Operation Spontaneous. That's not an operation. There we go. Operation Pastoris. So funny enough, I love my dad. He was a great guy. Passed away from a brain tumor almost 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. But for this picture, as you can see in the Coast Guard, he was actually a Coast Guardman. And so I've actually had his face put in there. But there was actually pictures of the original person that was part of Operation Pistorius. So I had to take his face off. At some point, I'll put my dad in the cards. I actually put my brother-in-law as one of them. I put my brother as one of them. Actually, I think my brother's in this randomized deck. So I just thought it was really cool because there's no pictures of the guy. I said, hey, I love my brother. I'm going to throw him in there just for fun. So just throwing that out there. Okay, but anyways, so we're going to go to, I lost track of, that's right, Coast Guard. So the question again was, Coast Guard says that it can only be placed on a coastal land, but it stops water cards. My question is, what is a water card? Coast Guard. The U.S. Coast Guard can only be placed in a coastal land. It stops the abilities of water cards, including explorers from hurting this land. Okay, so I think that's the part that saves me from the stump. Mason, I was about to give you that stump. I might just give you an honorable mention. But that is the part that saves me. Basically, it's any card that goes by land or by water. It could be a vessel, which would be like a ship, or something that is by sea, an explorer. Anyone else that the main part in the character, or it's anything that attacks the land though too. So it has to be a character, army, or a vessel. So coming from one land to another land to attack it, if it's a coastal land, Coast Guard can be there, and and he can stop any coastal, or any water card, which means, again, vessels, characters, or armies, anyone that's there. So, but that might cause an argument, which is why you need to have Caesar Rodney. Great card to have. Check out his ability. Actually, I'm going to share with you his ability. If I have him out, I don't. We're going to have to find out later what Caesar Rodney's abilities are. Actually, it's to end a dispute. Basically, you win if you have a dispute, but it has to be based on the rules. You can't just create a dispute. We've had some players actually try to do that, where they create these totally random arguments just so they can say they won. Or not even just random, ones that are ruled out by the rules, but then they bring the argument up anyways, because they're supposed to be able to win that argument, unless the rules say otherwise. It's a dispute if the rules do not apply. So Mason, email me. See what we can do. Okay, going on to the next one. Luke F. Thank you for sending on this next one for the Stump the Creator. Well, this is a really short one. This is the shortest one I've ever seen. It says, what happens if your deck runs out of cards? Okay, Luke, you know this answer. You've asked this question before, I'm pretty darn sure. Because we've talked about this, let's see, on our Facebook page, in our tournaments, and I think an email. But it's a good one to throw it out there so everyone knows. If you run out of cards, you can do three things. There's three things you can do. One, you end the game. Whoever has the highest morale, and you can even give all of your lands 300 extra morale points for you with each land that you have. But whoever has the highest morale wins the game. Two, you can have a backup deck. Backup decks, highly recommended, because then you can continue the game going. Because a lot of times it's going to take a little bit longer than you think, and you'll blow through all your cards. Or number three, the ones most people do. I don't exactly like this way, but you take your discard and you shuffle it. The reason why I don't like that is because you basically discarded all your morale cards, and all you're going to get back is morale cards. Morale cards or cards that you really liked. Could also be cards you didn't like, but if you already shuffled it, you send it in, and or if you already shuffled it, then if you customized it, then you're able to have only cards in there that you want to play. Sorry, I just had someone text me on my phone. I'm using my phone to do these videos, and the words that I actually read really fast off there went straight into my sentences, and so that's why it was hard to understand. Okay, so Lucas, sorry, not a stump. One last one for this session before it gets 10 minutes. Actually, it's at 8 minutes right now. What happens if the Battle of Thermopylae is played in response to the Battle of Hamburg? Ooh, this sounds intriguing because we're going to go deep. And is Thermopylae as good as it appears to be? Does it mean that you need to lose twice in battle before you suffer a negative battle effects? Or does it counter any effect such as the atomic bomb? Okay, let's try this out. Okay, Battle of Thermopylae. Actually, instead of seeing it here, it is right, boom, right there. It says interrupt. For the next 3 rounds, an opponent must win 3 battles against your civilization in total before you suffer any negative effect. So it says, the opponent must win 3 battles against a civilization in total before you suffer a negative effect. And that's anywhere in your civilization. That's not just one land. It's not your typical card. Okay, but in response to the Battle of Hamburg. Battle of Hamburg says, where's my Battle of Hamburg? It has been stolen. Actually, it has disappeared. Criminy Christmas. I might have to postpone this question until I can get the Battle of Hamburg, because I think I gave that out to someone because I couldn't find another Battle of Hamburg. Stay tuned for next Stump the Creator as I answer this question, because I gotta find the Battle of Hamburg. That is not a stump. I'm just gonna put that out there. That is not a stump whatsoever. I just gave that card to someone. I don't know why, but I need to replace that card. So, because you guys have asked on that a few times. Can we really not have that in this deck? In this encyclopedia? Look at me, being so generous, and yet so not so smart. I wasn't going to say that word. I know what you're thinking. I wasn't going to say it. And I will see you next time, but I'm going to record this right after this as soon as I get that card. So, stay tuned. See ya. Bye. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.